As an avid reader, I want to share with you some of my favorite books that has helped me become a better coach, I've become a better partner, better leader, better parent, better human being, better entrepreneur. All of it has gotten better because I've had a chance to read one of these many books that I'm going to share with you today. So firstly is this book. This book is called The Love Prescription, which has some really simple ideas that can help better your relationship with your partner. The reason why I like this book is because it provides structure to simple exercises that we do as coaches anyways, and makes it into a 7-day schedule. So you can absolutely use this in your relationship coaching if you would like to. The second book that I want to talk about is The 6-Phase Meditation Method by Vishen Lakhiani. This gentleman, this person is my business partner, and that's not the reason why I'm endorsing this book, by the way. This book is absolutely phenomenal. I am certain as a coach, you either have a meditation practice or you facilitate a meditation practice. 6-Phase Meditation Method is probably one of the most profound active meditation methods that you could practice. And this book just simplifies it, gives you really a lot of science and spirituality around the ideas that are in the 6 phases. You'll absolutely love this book if you have any interest in using meditation for performance for yourself or for your clients. The third book is an old book. This is not a new book. This is called Change Your Thoughts, Change Your Life by amazing human being that is not with us anymore. His name was Wayne Dyer. It's such a wonderful read. It challenges some of the perceptions that you may have about life. It follows the teachings of the Tao Te Ching. And it is just one of those things that you want to constantly keep going back. You don't have to read the whole book in one sitting. It's a big one, but you want to refer it again and again because it really gets you present as a coach and also gives you ideas while you're coaching your clients. The next one is called Slowing Down to Speed of Life. This is a must read, absolutely must read if you're a coach. And the reason is because it really brings you to presence of life. And coaching's one of the superpowers that any coach has and can have is slowing down and being able to be really present with what's happening. This is a blatant plug. If you're trying to build a business of coaching for yourself, pick the book that is called The Business Book of Coaching. This is written by myself, and I think even after a few years of writing this is probably one of the best books you can buy for building a business of coaching. Another shameless plug, this is from my business partner, Vishen Lakhiani. Again, this is his first book. It's a New York Times bestseller. It has sold like hundreds of thousands of copies. It's called The Code of the Extraordinary Mind. Simplifies how to think about life in a beautiful way using science, research, and some amazing spiritual tools. Absolutely brilliant book. Absolutely pick it up if you haven't. 10 Unconventional Laws to Redefine Your Life and Succeed on Your Own Terms. Legendary book, not talked about enough, called Science of Getting Rich. Now, you've seen me endorse Think and Grow Rich a lot. Science of Getting Rich is kind of in the same field. And this book is just great. If you are in the wealth coaching, money coaching, or you're feeling challenged yourself in context of wealth and money, best book to pick up. Simple read, super small. You can do it in one sitting, but it really changes the way you think about money and the deservingness of money. It was written in 1901, so excuse some of the things it says, but it's a pretty good book. Legendary book, hundreds of thousands of copies sold, written by myself and my wife, Dr. Neeta Bhushan, The Book of Coaching. If you're a coach and if you haven't read The Book of Coaching, I don't know if you're really a coach. Are you really a coach, or are you just saying you're a coach because you haven't read the book of coaching? It's like if you're Christian, you haven't read the Bible. Could you do that? You can't. So go read The Book of Coaching. If you haven't read Michael Neill's Super Coach, I highly encourage you to check out that book. It simplifies coaching for you so very well and turns you really into a super coach in many ways. Another book is Atomic Habits. Atomic Habits is amazing when you're, as a coach, going out in the world, trying to help people build great habits. Simple processes, simple systems, amazing book, very, very easy to follow. Go ahead, get Atomic Habits. If you're trying to build a coaching business, a fantastic book for you would be The Prosperous Coach. It's written by Rich Litvin and Steve Chandler. Amazing authors, amazing book. It will really, really transform the way you approach business. If you're struggling right now, trying to figure out how to get to 6 figures, 7 figures even, that might be the book for you. So I invite you to go check that one out as well. Another book, I've talked about it a lot of times on the channel, Think and Grow Rich. It's one of those that I revisit every couple of weeks, every couple of months, whenever I feel like I need to re-engineer and rethink what I am thinking about in context of wealth or money or just even in life, because this has a lot of great principles about that as well. Even when I'm designing my programs, I kind of refer it to go, what is it that I feel is missing that we haven't incorporated that is part of this book in our program? So a fantastic book to check out. This is a book that I read recently, but I love this book. This really demonstrated to me what I have always believed and I've always taught, that we are not absolutes. You and I switch between different roles that we have within ourselves because of what's happening in our life, what's showing up in our life. And this book kind of makes it a little bit more holistic, gives you a little bit more insight towards that when you're working with a client. It gives you that understanding of a client of saying, it's not that the client is absolute one version that you see is always the version that you see. That's just not true. There's many versions of your clients within that one version, and the inquiry should stay with who you're speaking to. So it's a powerful book. You should definitely check it out. There's another one. It's called The Tools. It's by another therapist called Phil Stutz, and he talks about some simple tools that you can use in transforming your client's life. Easy to read, easy to kind of bring it to your practice or bring some of the ideas to your practice, make sense of some of the ideas of your practice. He gives tons of case studies. He's one of those celebrity therapists. And it's a great book to check out. It has 5 simple tools that you can use to live a better life. That comes this book. I love this book. Sorry, there's no cover, but this book is called Us. If you're in any kind of relationship coaching, you absolutely have to read this book. If you are wanting to upgrade your relationship, you absolutely have to read this book. It's one of those amazing, again, he's a therapist. Therapists are crushing it right now in writing books. He's one of the therapists, and he does a phenomenal job at explaining how we view our partners, how to review our partners, how to really build a us relationship and bring in some fierce intimacy in our relationship and so forth. It's funny, all these therapist books that I'm talking about, if you really look at the tools that they talk about or the tools that they give in their books, they're all coaching based. You don't need to be a therapist to provide such tools. For that matter, you're probably practicing those tools. And that's why I'm kind of like so fascinated that therapists are writing kind of coaching books. These are not necessarily coaches writing coaching books. It's interesting. And then comes this book. If you are unsure how to resolve your emotions, or you're working with a lot of emotions with your clients, which I am certain you are, best book ever. It's called That Suck Now What. I Am Biased. That is my wife's book, Dr. Neeta Bhushan. I've read tons of emotional management books, a ton of academic, boring emotional regulation books that just don't work. This book, I think, is the more practical one. This is the one where you really can take what's happening and turn it into magical. And that's why it's appropriately titled How to Embrace the Joy in Chaos and Find Magic in Mess. Now, there's tons of books that I talked about, but if you had to pick 4 or 5 of them, I would start with this one. That Suck Now What, number 1, emotional regulation, emotional management. The Science of Getting Rich for wealth and money. Us for relationship. Atomic Habit for habits. The Book of Coaching for all things coaching, and then Super Coach for overall understanding of how to coach a client in a beautiful, powerful way. A lot of these books are so beautifully narrated that you could download them on your phone, and while you're driving, while you're cooking, while you are working out, you could be listening to these books and really pondering on those ideas as you're doing another activity that does not require you to ponder while you're doing that activity. It's one of those breakthrough things that I have practiced that have increased the amount of content I've received, and that has helped me distill more information and create more useful content in my coaching programs, be able to coach even better because I'm subconsciously engaging myself in learning new ideas, in learning new philosophies, and learning new methodologies. Which were one's your favorite? Go ahead, put that in the comment section below. If you're like, hey dude, these are awesome, and I want to take a little bit deeper dive on money, or books that will help you shift your money mindset or help somebody coach around money. So go ahead, check out my next video, because in this video, I share with you 3 books that have helped me really transform my money mindset.